Hey family, happy Monday. I'm so glad that y'all made it in. I'm glad I made it back. And I'm also happy that we get a chance to talk. I'm happy y'all are here. Those of you who hit that like button, I thank you so much. If you haven't hit it yet or you on your way in, please hit the like button as you come in the door. And if you haven't hit it yet, like I always say, it ain't too late. Reach over there and hit it. I appreciate y'all being here. Okay, so we can have us a good old talk. I like when we can just talk, right? Sometimes it's good to talk. Sometimes I ain't got nothing real deep and profound to say, just some things I want to talk about and get it out there because I want us to think about a couple of things, and think about it in a way that we can use it and process it and be productive with the information we get. Information ain't nothing if you can't do nothing with it. So I'm just glad that y'all are here so we can sit down and talk like sisters. I really appreciate you. Also, if you've already liked the button, the hit the like button. I appreciate you. If you all have not subscribed and you're somebody who's hanging out and you just haven't subscribed, even if you don't talk in the chat, go ahead on and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, click all, so you'll know every time we come live. Also, there's a membership link in the description box as well as a join button, and you're welcome to hit that button and come on in and be a member of the Royal family. We love having everybody here. As I said before, and I'm going to say it again, the most loving family in all of YouTube, and we're happy to have you. Let me greet everybody before I start running my mouth. Y'all know how I get. Hey, Queena, how you doing? Okay, she at work, but she listening. Hey, lady 747, how you doing? There go Vita here all the way from Denver. Miss Sparkle, how you? Alita, hey girl. Marilyn McGowan, what's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Kia Cocoa Pop, how you doing? I'm so glad you got your email. Now you listen, when you bake that butter roll, you make sure you come back and tell me how it went. That's one you can do real quick. It don't take long. You finally got rain. All right. Delicia, how you doing? There's my Christian Key. Hey, darling. There's Egypt now, honey. She says she back. All right. All right. Nacho Twins, mama, how you doing? Good to see you. I appreciate you. Learning to love myself. How you doing? 2%. She said, Lord, what a good topic. It might not be what you think. Y'all know I be cutting up with them titles. Deandra, how you doing? Hey, Diaz. Uh-oh, is that easy breezy? I see. All right, the mother to be. How is our little baby? How's the little one? We so glad to see you. There go my sister Spiller. You at the plantation, but you listening. I love it. Y'all, it is the lovely Chanel D. Queen. How you doing? Angie, all the way from Miami, and we know she on the plantation. She let it be known every morning. Sharon Fauna, how you doing? You in the weeds? Well, get out and before something bite you. New Year's Bay, how are you? Girl, we got new calling cards in, so I got your email and your address. I'm going to hook you up. Dora Rodriguez, how you doing? All right. DS, I think I spoke to you, but I want to holler at you anyway just to make sure. Candy R, how you doing? Sandra Richardson, girl, I'm glad you made it. Good to see you. Miss Genevieve, hey there, you at work, but you popping in and out. All right. S. Collins, hey sis. Okay, okay. CC Miller, how are you? You listening and driving. Okay. Sounds good, sounds good, sounds good. Now listen, y'all know I don't act right with these titles. Sometimes it's exactly what it sounds like, and sometimes it ain't what it sounds like at all. Now I know you might have looked at it and thought one thing and been like, "Well, dang, sis, I forgot how to spell." No, I ain't forget how to spell. I didn't intend to put gold digger, but I definitely put gold digger. And what I mean by that is, when you somebody who sets goals and then you consistently execute and get it done. There are some people who hate gold diggers. They don't want to see you dream big, set no goals, and accomplish. Hey Marva, hey Wani, they don't want to see you set goals and and make plans for yourself and set targets and then consistently hit the target or consistently work until you hit the target. Okay? Now there's a difference between gold diggers and gold diggers. Now I don't have a problem with a gold digger either. Because I feel like if a man got nerve enough to ask for your salary, You ought to have enough nerve to ask for some coin. I said what I said and I stand on it. But what we're talking about today is goals, setting goals, getting it done, and why it's important to set goals. I want us all to be successful. I want everybody to come up in here and be able to have a praise report every day, to be able to talk about, child, y'all ain't gonna believe what happened today. I graduated, or I just got a promotion, or y'all ain't gonna believe this. I started my business and I made my first 5,000, made my first 10,000, made my first 20,000. When one of y'all come back and say you made your first million, I need to borrow $20 immediately. But that's the kind of stuff that we want to hear when we're positive people and we're still setting goals ourselves. You want to hear about the good news about people setting goals. Y'all tell me, why do you think it's important to set goals? What y'all think? Like, for me, I'm gonna say this. For me, I like to set goals. I like to write stuff down. I like to put the target on paper so that I can visualize it. It helps me, and then not only that, when I set goals, it helps me to know what I'm working toward. That way I'm not just working, I got my head down and I'm just working. I'm not working toward anything in particular, just doing something. That ain't what I want to do. I want to be able to set goals and consistently hit a target. It gives me a framework, more or less, to work toward so that I know what I'm doing. Two, the other reason is when I set goals, then I can also kind of put steps down and kind of order my steps. Like, okay, if I want to cook chicken, I know I got to buy the chicken. I got to wash the chicken. I got to take my knife and cut it all the way to the bone so the grease will get in there and get all the blood off the bone. Then I got to season the chicken. Or you got to season your flour and shake the chicken up. And you know what I'm saying? It's almost like when you set a goal, it gives you an opportunity to make a recipe for success for whatever it is that you're trying to do. Okay? You say to visualize what you want and what you're aiming for. Exactly. Marva say goals give me something to look forward to. Right. Write the vision. Make the plan. Okay? Let me see. Who else got a good one? Hey, Keisha E. How you doing? It's true. So setting those goals are important. It's good. And you know what else? It's good to set small goals too. Oh, this is a good one. Setting goals holds you accountable. I like that, leader. It helps you hold yourself accountable. Like, what am I doing? We talked about wasting time before. When you set those goals, it keeps you from wasting time. Because it's like, hey, these are things that I got on my list. I got targets here that I got to hit, and give yourself a time frame. If you miss, you miss, but you're supposed to give it everything you got to try to hit that target by a particular time. It's very, very, very important. And I'm going to just say this. It's okay to set small goals. Some people got to, they set little goals like, I'm going to stop smoking. They set small goals like, I'm going to go on a diet, or I'm going to quit eating carbs. They set small goals like, well, I'm going to remember to go to the track and walk on the track 2 or 3 times this week. Okay, y'all too quiet. I want to see what kind of small goals have you all been setting for yourselves since we just talking. What kind of small goals have you set? What we working with here? Hey, JC. Let me see. Setting goals reminds you that you're in the driver's seat of your life. You can even enlist people to help you reach your goals. I love it. You like to set goals and make accomplishments to reach your success. They keep you motivated. Exactly. It gives you motivation. Great. But what are some of the small goals you done set? Okay, better health. Girl, that's a big one. That's a big one. Right. Helps you challenge yourself to do better. How you doing, Ashanti? DS say, that's it for me. Goals keep me from wasting time. Okay, Thursday giving. That is a very small goal to set, and we can accomplish it. What's another little small something that you do? Wait. Christian got one. Let me get it. I'm going to go back down there. To slow down on smoking. I smoke too much since working from home. Okay, Sharon says she set a goal so she can learn a new song every 2 months. Okay, JC says small goal for this week is to complete one self-directed professional development workshop per week. So you're doing the modules. Okay. You boil egg to make tuna. I took out meat for dinner. Girl, that's not no goal. You playing. I'm serious. Get caught up on paperwork. Okay. Saying no. So remembering to say no when you need to, that's a small goal for you. Okay. Take vitamins every day. All right. Work out 3 times a week. Yeah, those are small goals. That's stuff we can manage. We can do that. We can do little stuff like that. Sometimes people set goals and they'll say, hey, I'm going to park further away from the store so that way every time I go to the store, I have to walk. I have to take a few extra steps. These are the things that are small goals. This is stuff that you can accomplish. Really get back into your artwork, okay? What you got? What you got? Doing one creative activity per day. CC Miller says limit sugar intake. Okay. Hold on, let me see. Cool, Gent, you made it? Glad you made it in. Leader say taking short walks every day. These are small goals. I'm glad that y'all on point with this. Because I want us to really have a good talk about it because it's important. It's important. We want to make sure that our brains are healthy. You know, we laugh, we joke, we play, but we can't play every day. We can't play all day. We can laugh and kiki a little bit. Y'all know my mouth real slick. I talk and play all day long. But you got to have some point where you just talk and use that tool between your 2 shoulders. Now, another thing that I wanted to kind of point out, hold on. You have to remind yourself to call your mama every day. That's a very good goal because you know mamas will get to tripping. Practice a new language or instrument each day. Saying no will allow more room for your bigger mission. Okay. You're physically disabled. No, I don't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, I thought you were joking. But if that was your goal, then go ahead, girl. I ain't mad at it. But those are those small goals, small goals. Those are good. Those warm you up for the bigger goals. They warm you up. The next thing I want to put out there, don't be intimidated by setting bigger goals. Don't be intimidated. Do not be intimidated at all. Not even a little bit. I don't care how big it is. Don't allow yourself to limit yourself. That, in my opinion, that's almost like stopping yourself before you get started. Before you ever set foot out your door, you already saying you're not going to make it where you're going. You may as well stay home. Don't limit yourself. Okay? What are some of the things that y'all think might prevent us from setting bigger goals? What are some of those things? I know in the past for me, it was ignorance. Just being ignorant, thinking that I had to set things that I felt like were realistic in my brain, what I could conceive as realistic. Keisha said, I want to learn ASL and another language. Okay, got it. I like that, Miss Sparkle. I caught that. I like that. The main thing is, for me, like I say, ignorance was a big deal for me. What you say, fear of failure. Feeling it's not attainable. Oh, y'all got some good ones. Hold on. Procrastinating. Big one. Fear. Not your twins, mama. This is heavy. Having not seen it done before. Sometimes the thing that you conceive or dream up in your head, you've never seen anybody else doing it. And before you go even into it, you basically start discouraging yourself. Like, ain't nobody ever did that. Ain't no way that's going to work. And the only reason you think it's not going to work is because you never seen anybody else do it. Fear, lazy. Yeah, lazy. You know, we talked about that when we had that crown chat on wasting time. That's right. Marva, that's good though. The fact that you keep a smile on your face. That's good. That can be a short-term goal too. Remembering to smile every day. Feeling like you would fail, being told I can't do it. Judgment. Ooh, DS, girl. Y'all going in, thinking it's too late. A lot of times you think I should have did it when I was younger. It's too late now, and it's not true. Hey, BJ Des. Okay? This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. These things are not true. Feeling overwhelmed. Right. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. This is real. This is real spill. You have a lot of things that prevent you from setting bigger goals. You set smaller ones to limit yourself because you have a fear of not being able to accomplish it for whatever reason. Cool Jen says, I believe fear and procrastination are the two biggest ones. Well, they could be. There's self-loathing, like the sister said, thinking it's too late, feeling like it's too big. Keisha E say putting others first. It's a lot of things that'll cripple you if you let it. If you let it, it's a lot of things. Yep, feeling it has to be perfect to be done. Let me tell you something. That perfectionist attitude, and I have to catch myself because I can exhibit some of that, but not a lot. Not a lot. But that perfectionist type attitude where you're looking for the perfect space, the perfect time, the perfect environment, the perfect weather, you ain't gonna never do nothing because ain't nothing ever gonna be perfect. That's a good one. You say no, feeling like I'm not good enough for sure. Yes. Insecurity, all of those things, self-doubt, all those things can prevent you from setting bigger goals. You'll find yourself, you'll know what you want. You'll know what your dream or your vision was. But when you set out to complete it, you'll actually catch yourself setting a much smaller target because you're playing it safe. You just dare not to set a goal as big as what you first conceived in your mind. And that is too much. Yes, time and money, the resources. Say it again, CC. It's the truth, right? So, what can limiting yourself cause? I know when I was limiting me, and when I do it now, because every now and then I catch myself, I still do it. I have moments. I'm human. Like I bleed blood, I bleed red blood like everybody else, right? But anytime I've done it or found myself doing it, it caused me to feel frustrated. There were times where I felt like, I won't say depression, but definitely like unfulfilled and pent up, and I felt tense and I didn't feel at ease because even though I was accomplishing something, it wasn't what I really wanted to do. It wasn't what I had in my mind, so I was just unfulfilled, unsatisfied. Yeah, wasted years. Automatic negative thought. Yeah. Like you just don't feel good when you limit yourself and you don't push. You gotta do it. Marva, what you say? I've developed a newfound self-esteem. That was a goal after my accident. That's right. But when you don't set those bigger goals, it don't feel good, do it? Yeah, you feel stagnant. Yeah, frustration is definitely another one I can relate to for sure. You gonna feel frustrated. And what's ill in a case like that is that you are frustrating your own life. In a situation like that, you your worst enemy. You are your worst enemy and your biggest adversary. Can't nobody really stop you but you or God himself. Hey, Tina. So it's real. It's something real wild when you look at it from that standpoint. You put all of these negative feelings and emotions on yourself and you walking around with it and you don't want to feel that way, but you're the cause of it. You can choose to walk out of a burning building if you're standing by the door. But I'm gonna shut up because I ain't trying to go there today. This ain't no crown chat. We just talking. Okay. So we talked about how we feel. What do you think it feels like to interact with somebody who does this on a regular basis and is not even aware that they're doing it? What do you think it feels like? Or what kind of interactions do you think you can expect from somebody who's doing that? And you know how we do things around here. We always looking at ourselves like, let me make sure I'm not doing that to nobody. But think about it now. If you having to interact with somebody, or you got somebody in your house with that type of defeated and defeatist attitude, where they beating their own tail, they're blocking their own blessings, and they're the enemy of their own progress. When you around people like that, I know for me, being around people like that, it's like they're angry. They seem angry. They hostile, negative, aggressive. Hey, Miss G, just bitter, just plain old bitter. And a lot of it is because they feel like they missed the boat, like it's too late for them. Thank you for throwing the mirrors in the chat, Marva. Keisha E said they complaining all the time because they're unhappy. Remember all those emotions that we say we feel when we limit ourselves and we really don't set them goals where we want to, and we really don't go after what we want to go after. That lack of fulfillment, that lack of satisfaction, the frustration, the bitterness, the sadness, sometimes with some people, possibly depression. Like, this is real life. So if somebody's walking around doing that and you got to deal with them, that's going to be a miserable situation. Absolutely miserable. It's people right now, like, okay, since we just talking, some of the people we see in life, regular everyday life, social media, whatever, how they sit down and they see people doing well, and the only thing they can think to do is try to find something negative about them. Yeah, that's self-loathing. Thank you for the bullseyes, Candy. Self-loathing. They sit around and they see other people doing well, and they start making up stories. Oh, they work for the devil. They the Illuminati. They this, to that. It's like, would you stop it? If you forgot how to dream a long time ago, or you stopped going after your goals, you decided that you were so afraid of failure that you wouldn't try nothing. Now, the minute you see somebody accomplishing something, it got to be the devil. They got to believe in the devil. 9 times out of 10, these are people who just decided to believe in themselves. You gave up on yourself and they didn't. It don't mean they work for the devil. It don't mean you do either. But in your situation, the devil didn't stop you. You stopped you. But those people who resign themselves to that and they can't go any further, it spills over. It just spills. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm missing comments. Yeah, they don't take no accountability. JC say they may get resentful of you for being progressive. I can guarantee you they're going to be resentful of you for making progress. They're so unhappy. What you say? They project envy. Left and doggone right. Bitter, complaining folks are just unhappy and miserable. They can't get out of their own way to progress. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Yeah, you got to try something. Don't just sit there and be unhappy. Try something. But one of the worst things that happens or is a byproduct of those people who have just given up and refuse, and I mean flat out refuse to set their goals bigger, to actually allow themselves to dream and actually set a target and shoot at the target, is that they become people who hate folks that still know how to set goals and accomplish them. They start to hate the gold diggers. And they hate you because they forgot to set them. They hate you because they forgot how to dream. They forgot how to want anything. They hate you because they gave up and you refuse to give up. Some people that don't like you right now, they don't like you not because you did anything to them. They don't like you because they think you're a bad person. It's not that. They're just mad at you because you ain't forgot how to dream yet. You haven't given up yet. They have given up, and it's like because you keep pushing, you keep fighting, and you keep going, it's a glaring representation of what they should have been. It reminds them every day, I shouldn't have gave up. She kept going, and I didn't keep going. And she over there, she on her 3rd degree. Who she thinks she is. Listen, they're not mad at you because you did anything to them. They're mad at you because you didn't forget how to dream. You kept dreaming. You kept setting goals, you kept setting targets, and you kept consistently hitting them. Alita say they intentionally hurt others to soothe their misery. That's right. A lady says, this is a problem I have with my daughter. I say, show me your progress. She says, I'm being negative. That's something different, mama. Just keep pushing. They'll try to shut your dream down. If they can't speak death into it, they will try to sabotage. Baby, they will put propaganda out. They will hang your name on the clothesline. I'm telling you. Cool Gent says, a powerful saying that I always remember. Check this out, everyone. I will hate to die and never do the thing I was born to do. I mean, that's cool, but we was born to do a whole lot of stuff. So you keep setting those goals. Don't accomplish one goal and rest on your laurels and say, well, this is all I was supposed to do. No, if you still breathing, there's more. When you've done it all, you'll exit. If you still walking around here, there's more to do. There's more for you to put. There's more for you to perfect. There's more for you to accomplish. You're supposed to keep going. My daddy told me the body was built to run. That's why y'all don't catch me doing a bunch of sleeping. We're meant to set goals, to create, to build. Miss G says, stay clear of folks who have no dreams, who have no goals, and are always negative. They will sap your progress. No good intent in them. That's true. Yeah, time is everything. That's why I don't believe in wasting none. Not a drop. But that's when you start to see the people who truly hate the gold diggers. You know, I know some people's like, here she go. But y'all know I got to play with the words because that's my way of having fun, especially when we just having, you know, conversation to feed the brain just a little bit. There are people who truly hate that. Some people ain't gonna never be happy with you. Some of us got people like that in our family. They don't want to see us do anything. And it's because they probably stopped dreaming 10, 20, 30 years ago. And they want you to stop right now. Don't you dare want nothing. Because they done gave up. I got some aunties in my family. Their children wasn't nothing, so they didn't want my mama's children to be nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Once they've given up, they need you to give up too. So that their failure, so that their quitting doesn't look so bad. If everybody quit with you, it don't look like you lost. It just look like all y'all sat down at the same time. Okay? So the next thing I want to point out, okay? You got every reason. This is just me, thoughts off my head. You got every reason and every right to set large goals, right? Big goals. I mean, monumental. Set them. Even the ones that's so big, you can't even conceive, like, how in the world would I even pull that off? How would I pull it off? How do I do that? It don't make no sense. How on earth would I do that? Set them. I don't care how big it is, set it. Set it. Because even if you don't know how to do it, I know somebody who does. And if you want to know why it's so big, I'm so glad y'all asked the question. Why on earth, Nitra, do we need to set goals so big, so humongous? Why do we set the goals that big? As big as you can conceive it, set the goal. And instead of finding excuses for why you can't get it done, sit down and list all of the reasons, all of the ways that it is possible, all of the ways that you can pull it off. Very, very important. But why so big? Why set the goal so big? Do y'all even want to know why you need to set them so big? Because I want to tell you, but I don't want to say nothing if y'all don't want me to say nothing. Because I can think of quite a few reasons to set that goal so big. That's right, Miss Sparkle. Okay? One, you ain't going to be doing it by yourself. A lady 747 say, why? There you go. Good question. I'm glad you asked. Because you won't be doing it by yourself. You're not going by yourself. You going through him and he walking with you. So you're not doing it alone. Why are you setting small goals? I'm going to answer a question with a question. Why? Why so big? Will you be doing it alone? And then I'm going to answer that question with another question. How big is your God? Now, I'm not going to tell everybody because I know everybody God ain't my God, and that's cool. So now if you got one that sits on a shelf or on an altar in a room, then maybe you might want to set yours small because your God is kind of small. Mine is immense. He is as big as everything. He's as big as everything, and ain't nothing was made that he ain't made it. He owned everything, including me and the air in my lungs. He's too big for me to set a small goal or to limit myself with a small goal. If I can conceive it, I can set the target. I don't have, like I said, I've never been smart enough to be scared, and I guess that's my handicap. I've never been afraid of what he can't do because ain't no such thing. Set your goal big. What you doing? Miss Walker knew where I was coming from the whole time. What you limiting? How you gonna limit the one that owns everything? If you walk up to a millionaire and you need $100, you gonna be scared to ask him for the $100, or you gonna say, well, I mean, it's all right, just give me 20. You sound crazy. You know he got it. He got it 100 million times over. And you sitting up here gonna ask for $20 when you know you need 100. I don't care what it is that you're trying to do. Set the goal. Set the goal. Set the doggone goal. Don't be no chump. Don't be a chump. Don't do that. That's not to say it's going to be easy. Understand, the bigger the goal, the more size, the more complexity, the more intricacies involved. It's going to take your energy. It's going to take your resources. Cece Miller put a good comment in the chat. I know she's driving, but she still slipped it in there. Money and time and whatever. And sometimes you set a goal and you like, I know good and well I ain't got the coin to put behind this to make it happen. Set it anyway. Set it anyway. He got it. He got it. You ain't got it, but he got it. So why you tripping? I think at some point, those of us who really are from the household of faith, like you gotta check yourself. You gotta check your faith. You gotta check your own gut and make sure that you actually believe what you say you believe. Don't make yourself look crazy. Talking about you believe in a God that is massive, that stretched his hand out between time and eternity. And you up here talking about, I can only build a house with 2 bedrooms. Like, what are you talking about? What are you really saying? You talking about you belong to somebody who got a house so big it got mansions in it. But you said you limiting yourself to a house with 2 bedrooms based on what? What is it based on? You better say it, Tina. Tina says, stop being scared. It's a lot of scared living going on. It's a lot of reasons. Like if you happen to be faithless, it's a lot of stuff to be scared of. If you just want to be scared, you can just look around. Take a nice panoramic view. Not to be confused with the pandemic or the plandemic. But take a nice panoramic view if you just want to be scared. There's no limit to things that you can be afraid of. But why are you scared if you are who you say you are? What you scared of? That's all I'm saying. What you scared of? Set your goals and do your thing. And I'm going to go you one further. Now, listen, y'all. I ain't trying to be a bird brain, but there was so many lessons in that show we watched last night, wasn't it? Let me hit on this real quick because I ain't going to run my mouth too long. I just want to talk to my sisters and my brother since you popped in. Y'all seen how Giselle had to face the music with her children? Y'all seen that? Okay. Them babies read her meter. I said plandemic. That's exactly what I said, Marva. If you walk around doing anything that's unbecoming or untoward or disgraceful or pitiful or pathetic, your children saw you. Like you literally sending them a message. That's why I liked that little funny looking supposed therapist with the Walmart furniture and stuff asked her, what kind of message do you think you sent to those children? So then we got to ask ourselves the same question. What kind of message are we sending to our children if they see mama back down and cower? If they see mama talking about, oh, I love the Lord, and you dragging your tail in the church every Sunday, but then when it's time for you to set goals, you acting like a punk. You at the spade table, you got a hand, you Trump tight, but you bidding 4 books. What does that tell your children? That tells them that they don't need no faith. Just go on and be a punk. Mama did it. Mama did it. Set your goal and then don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Why are you afraid? As I said it before, and I'm going to say it again. It's some of y'all in here right now posting and started your own business last year and you still ain't done it because you scared of something. Stop it. What you say, leader? They did. They read her. But you know what? It was dreadful. But sometimes you need that moment. Sometimes you need that moment. Sometimes just changing your attitude can seem so big that you can't get it done. I had to change my attitude at one point. And it was because I started to see my children, and mine didn't never read me, but I saw my children mimicking my behavior. And it made me say, okay, I got to do better than this because this is not a good look. And to be honest, whether we like her or not, I'm going to be being completely real, just being a mother. I hope she was paying attention and I hope she do better. And you're right, Keisha, ain't no one in the possible. Ain't no one in the possible. You, as a matter of fact, not just one in the possible, you ain't even got no business going board if you on Team God. Like how you went board when he done gave you the hand to run a Boston. Make it make sense. I just feel like sometimes we allow the things around us to influence our decision making in an adverse or a negative way, and it's not possible. It's just not, let me not say possible. It's not plausible. It just don't make no sense. You gotta set them goals bigger. And when you run into the people who hate gold diggers, stay away from them. Because there's people who really hate gold diggers. They don't want you digging for no gold. They don't want you setting them. They don't want you accomplishing them. Stay away from the gold diggers. If you go and the minute you talk to them, every time you speak to them, they telling you why you can't do what you're doing. Or better still, when they see you doing it, everything out of their mouth is going to be why you shouldn't even be trying to do what you're doing. The minute you start talking about your dreams and you get that feeling like they're shutting you down, or God forbid, you start having success, and these are the people that will have a very short conversation with you. When you start doing well, listen, watch and see the people who don't have no conversation for you. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to hear nothing you got to say. If you call them with your problems, they can listen to that for hours. Hours. But when you call them, it's like, look, I got a plan. I went and got this loan. I'm going to go rent this building. I think I want to put some equipment in there. I'm going to see if I can get a subcontractor to come in and change this and that. And all of a sudden, like, well, I got to go. I have to talk to you later. They don't want to hear that. Or those folks, when you just telling them what your dream is, and I don't know how you going to pull that off. Ain't no way that's going to work. Be careful. Those are people who hate gold diggers. You better get away from them. Candy R say they are watching her and see things more clear than she does. Your children can always see you because you the example in front of them. They looking at you as the example. And this is the example you giving them. A lady 747 say because they think you make them look bad for having no goals. Right. But here's the killer part about them kind of folks, right? The killer part is nobody's stopping them. You ever think about that? Nobody is stopping them. That's right, Marva. Stay clear of them people. Nobody is stopping them. They can decide tomorrow to get up and do better. They can decide later today, I'm going to stop being negative. I'm going to stop limiting myself. I'm going to stop being afraid. I'm going to stop being a punk. And I'm going to do better. I'm going to set goals. I'm going to execute them. I'm not stopping until I get what I set out for. Ups, downs, no matter. I'm going to keep going. They can change their attitude. There's nothing forcing them to remain that way. But as long as they are that way, Marva telling you the truth. You better stay away from them people. Miss Parker says start moving in silence. Mm-hmm. And you can to a certain degree, Miss Parker, but let me tell you something. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Because when you start to make progress and you're working towards something, eventually people are going to see your progress. I know that's something that Black folks like to do. We try to sneak and hide and do what we're going to do to try to stop people from speaking death into our situation or to stop them from trying to steal something from us. But sometimes you just got to go for yours. And if they see you, they see you. That may not mean that I'm going to put you in my game room and tell you every move I'm making. But I'm not necessarily going to hide from you either. If you see me moving, you see me moving. We can't, it's just not always possible. You know what I'm saying? And what's sad is we shouldn't have to. But the reason why people feel like they have to move in silence, you got to almost be on a covert operation. Like you in a 007 movie, because we got that many people, especially in our communities, that hate gold diggers. They've been disappointed and disenfranchised, and basically life has beat all the fight out of them. So they need you to lay down and not fight either. A lady 747 say, yes, maybe we should ask them what are their goals and do they need help. I've tried that. And some people, let me tell you, I know one person in particular, I tried to help. They sat down and all but expressed the fact that they was kind of at a loss and didn't know how to progress. And so I started asking questions like, well, hey, sis, what about this? Hey, sis, what about that? And you know what I found out? People who have forgotten how to dream and how to set goals and how to set targets, a lot of times, even when you try to help them, it makes them upset. One, because your mind is still fresh and is still giving birth to new ideas while there's a stagnant. That's one problem you can run into. And the other problem you run into is sometimes they just want you to do the work for them. They feel like you owe them. If you able to do it and I can't, then just give me what you have. So you got to be careful. Sometimes you just got to back away from these people. Keisha E say, when I knew I wanted to move, I bought boxes and started packing, then said, and it is so. That's right. Sometimes you just got to do your thing. Hey, Ronnie F. She says, sadly, some people don't want help. That's true. That's true. They don't want no help. No. They will watch you do your work. They will watch you set goals and accomplish. And then if you see them struggling, or sometimes they'll even complain to you. But they're not complaining to you because they want help. No, they want a handout. They want a handout. And it's usually because either secretly or not so secretly, they hate you, gold digger. You up here setting goals and stuff. You being creative and you using your mind. You being innovative. Some of you right now got people on your job can't stand you because your mind is sharp and you come up with ideas. You're the idea person. Set your goals and do your thing. What you say, not your twins' mama? They find joy in the misery. Yes. And not only that, it's almost like they turn it into a way of life. They turn it into a way of life. And then they want to wait around to see if anything bad happened to you, anything. So we can run and talk about that, because we don't want to talk about these successes because they're getting on my nerves. I don't want to talk about no success, but understand that they don't have a problem. They don't have no problem whatsoever talking about, when you have a setback, and not realizing that sometimes when we set these goals, the setback is just a come up in disguise. If you never have a setback, you never know what not to do next go round. What you say, DeAndre? Say, sound like we share the same God, the one who took 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread, and 5,000 hungry souls was fed. That's right. And not only that, I can go you one better. He did a whole lot of stuff. That's the same one made a donkey talk. That's right. So when you start talking about impossibilities, There's a lot of impossibilities that just ain't impossible for somebody that big. Not your twins mama say the self-oppression Olympics. I want no part of it. Girl, you better say it. It's the truth. It ain't nothing but the truth. Nobody is stopping them except them. And I just don't want us to be the type of folks that we're stopping ourselves. We don't need to be enemies of our own progress. I want to say by mid year next year, I don't want to hear nothing but good news. Y'all know I don't like bad news. I don't want to hear nothing but good news. That's right. All is well. Mm-hmm. Miss G say sometimes you can't share with folks because they'll steal your ideas and try to get their own come up off you. Sometimes silence is golden. Miss G, let me tell you about that. I've had people do that to me and I don't care. I don't care about you stealing it. You know, we covered that before in Crown Chat. If I gave birth to something in my mind, you might imitate it, but it won't be mine. It won't be the same way I'm going to do it. Because even if you think, well, I got the concept. I heard Nitra say she going to do X, Y, and Z. I'm going to jump up and do it. Jump up. Go ahead. I don't care if you do it first because you heard me and you doing espionage. You double O Negro. You creeping through the trenches. Let me see what she going to do. I don't care anything about people copying. Copy now. Copy. Help yourself. When you finish copying, and always know that what you copied was the bootleg. I got the original. I don't want y'all to ever let that stop you because, like I said, sometimes, sis, you can hide and sometimes you can't. And if they happen to hear what you're doing, let it be. If they happen to see what you're doing and jump up and try to copy, let me tell you something. Anybody looking is going to know the difference between Gucci and Uchi. Anybody watching going to know the difference between Gucci and doggone Uchi. What you say, Miss Parker? Why mid-year? God is right now, God, that can be this month. I didn't say it couldn't. I said by mid-year next year, all I want to hear is good news. I know why I'm saying what I'm saying. Y'all gonna learn me after a while. Y'all gonna learn me. When I say stuff, it's for a reason. Every single time I say something, it's for a reason. By mid-year next year, all I want to hear from everybody is good news. I mean good news on your health, good news with your money, good news with your children, good news with your marriage. Those of y'all that's single, I want to hear good news about you bringing a man to the family where we can see what he look like. As they say, where we can smoke him over. We want to look him over. I want to hear good news from everybody. That's what I'm trying to hear by next year, by mid-year. No bad news. Tina say they can copy. They just best remember that mine will always be better. Thank you. Say it again, Tina. Now listen, we got us a treat today. Oh, we have a treat and I'm so excited. So listen, y'all know we love to do our Black Business Spotlight and we got one of our own, the beautiful Christian Key. Hey, darling.
Hey, family.
Y'all, listen, she got something that she accomplished and it's her business. And we want to make sure that we spotlight this. You know, she's one of our own, so we got to get behind her. And we're going to give her our undivided attention. And y'all know I'm over here with my struggle computer skills. So don't y'all laugh at me. Okay, thank you, Keisha. You telling it just like it is. Okay. Let me get everything ready. And you talk to your sisters. Tell them what's going on.
All right. So basically what I have done was created an ebook and it's on the internet basically. And what it is a 10-page children's book that can be downloaded to an iPad, to a computer, to a phone. And basically it's about a young black girl, little black girl, I should say. Her name's Amira. It's called Amira's Backyard Adventures. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try to continue like a series of it with her meeting other kids, stuff like that. But it's basically where they go on adventures in her backyard. So it's just something I created. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, most of us can't write no children's book. I know I can't write no children's book. I'm telling you, it'll go wrong before I can even get going. Hey, Latavia. Girl, okay, so let me try to share the screen. Okay. I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous too.
I'm for real. No, you shouldn't be nervous. I'm nervous because I'm going to mess something up. Okay. So let me make sure I did this right. Did I?
Yeah, that's the book. I
Okay.
think you can only show it like that anyways.
Okay, that's cool. So
Yeah.
this is the cover art, y'all. This is Amira's Backyard Adventures. This is an ebook. Okay. And let me see if I can make it bigger. Y'all, please, I hope I did it right. All right.
Okay, cool. Sorry, y'all,
Yay.
I'm picking up pizza, so you hear a lot of background noise. But basically it's a $10
Okay,
book,
awesome.
but it has a 40% discount, so it's like $7 or $8 basically. And it was something, it was side hustle at
Okay.
home is a video I watched, and she was like, you can write a 5-page book. And I was like, okay. And I've never written a book. I've never even had a thought about it or idea. I just tried it, and it started off with 1 page, and I got to add the graphics and stuff. So I got into it once I started it. And then it was like, I had to make myself in the story basically. But
Oh,
it's
this
something,
is so cute.
for the kids and for parents to get back into reading books with their kids, because it's,
Hmm.
some words are big and their kids are not going to get. And, get the parents back involved with their children, just doing different stuff.
I like it.
Thank you. Thank
That is
you.
so beautiful and colorful. The colors are vibrant. See, when I hang around y'all, I feel so dumb because I don't know how to do none of this stuff, and it just looks so nice and professional. And it's like, oh my god, that was so cool. Now, first of all, let me
Thank
tell
you.
you, Miss Sparkle asked the question, "How can we order it?" I'm glad you asked. Now, the link to her book is in the description box below this video. So
Okay, cool.
if y'all go in the description box, it says Alita's back, not Alita, a mirror. I'm looking at Alita
Mhm.
and thinking, a mirror's backyard adventure. And the link
Yes,
is
ma'am.
right there where y'all can order it.
Thank you. Thank y'all so much. I can't see the comments, but thank y'all so, so much. And I know my royal family, even if y'all could just share it, I'm fine with that. I just try something new and getting it out there. And hey, you never know where it might take me.
Well, I think it's gonna be neat. And for those of you who are like me, you got them grand nieces, grand nephews. Some of y'all got grandbabies. I got god grandbabies. We can grab the little book and give it to the children for Christmas. They had the ebook because they got the children's iPads, the Navies, and
Yeah.
you can download it on the Navi form, and they'll have a little book on their little tablet. So
Yep.
these are nice ideas and little things you can do, and you still keeping your money black. Y'all know I
Yeah.
believe in keeping that dollar black. So let's do
Yes,
that. And
ma'am.
especially with them talking about we're about to have a supply chain issue, meaning some of the
Hmm.
things that you ordinarily might want to buy from them clear folks may not even be available. This is a prime opportunity for us to spend black, buy black, and still get ready for the holidays. If the baby's got birthdays coming up, but definitely with holidays being right there like that, and if we keep encouraging her, she might write us a Christmas book. I told her I want to be the villain in the Christmas book. I got a whole plan. We
Yes,
ain't gonna tell them what's
ma'am.
in the book, Christian.
We're gonna
Right?
get it done. Yes.
That's right. That's right. Make my debut as a cartoon villainess. Okay, do the right thing. Says she finally made a live. Well, you got here just in time. That's right, Queen. We B1 over here.
Yes. Every day, all day.
That's right. That's right. Christian, I thank you so much. That was so cool. So listen, when is the next book coming out?
Since you gave me a goal, I'm gonna try to get it out by Christmas. Before Christmas, I should say.
Oh my God! So Amira can run into the Christmas villain lady, and then she
Yes.
can change her around and make her nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's
We're
so
gonna
cool.
work on it. Yes, ma'am.
I love it. Oh my gosh. This is so cool, y'all. We have our own author of children's books here in the Royal family. Now, if y'all not excited, I'm excited. And you should be excited too, because it's not every day that somebody jumps out there and takes a leap of faith like that. And it just,
Right.
I can't get over how great it looks. I'm so
Thank
excited.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
That
I
is
just
wonderful.
appreciate the support and like somebody looking out. We be one all day. We gotta help each other. So I really appreciate it. Love the channel. Thank you, Egypt, also for helping me and encouraging
Yes.
me also.
And yes, and anybody else who has a black business, this is our coordinator for our black business spotlight. This lady
Mhm.
is awesome. She's patient. She does the follow-ups. People like Christian, you got to chase her with a stick and force her to come up here. I think Egypt threatened to show up at her house, throw rocks at her. I don't know, but she got her. I don't know how she does it, but she is good at what she does. And I'm
Yes, she
glad
is.
that we have her. We are blessed to have her doing the job that she does, not to mention keeping the chat safe every day.
Mhm.
Every time we come on here, we say because Egypt is on the job. I don't care who else come and don't come. Egypt be here to make sure that that chat stays safe. And
That's
I
right.
appreciate her. And she does her thing for show with this Black Business Spotlight. We appreciate all her efforts. And Christian, I'm so glad we finally got you up here. Y'all don't know what we went through getting this girl to come up here. She just didn't want to do it. I ain't never seen don't want to. We got another one. I believe Egypt gonna get her. But they don't want to come up and talk and let people know who you are and let your family know how to support you. But we appreciate you, Christian, and we love you. And I'm so glad you came up and shared your book with us.
Thank you so much. I love y'all too dearly, honestly and truly. And I thank you, Sanitra, for everything that you are giving us this platform to do it on. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. This is
Thank y'all.
all right. Well, listen, y'all. You know I can't stay long. Little mama got a game today, so she gonna be out there doing her cheer thing and shaking her pom poms. So y'all know what time it is. Y'all hit them car keys. Sis gotta go. I love y'all so much. I'm glad we could have us a good old talk today. Those of you who are working, I hope that you finish your shift peacefully and these people stay off y'all nerves. Those of you who are already off, drive safely if you're on the highway. And I appreciate you guys again so much. I have no words, but I'm going to let you go. If I come back this evening, I'll let you know beforehand. If not, I might meet with the planning committee today. If y'all got time, the reunion planning committee might meet with y'all later today. But I appreciate you guys. Love you so much. Be positive, be productive, be encouraged, and most of all, remember to encourage somebody else. And we'll talk to you later. Okay? Bye now.
Bye.